The topics of this film explore the origins of music in the cosmos, man, and nature, and how it affects the body, brain, and consciousness. To understand the origins of sound, we must look at the enormity of sound levels in the universe. Consider this. There are approximately 8 octaves within the normal hearing range of humans. Within the omniverse, there are literally thousands of octaves. We are immersed in vast cosmic forces and frequencies. Physicist Michio Kaku is a pioneer in discovering the meaning of music in the world as we know it today. He fully believes that music is the fundamental language of the universe. In his research, he found that all the particles of nature are like notes on a string, creating a symphony of the universe. French music researcher Fabien Maman has said that when a musician works with sound, it's as if they are placing an ear on the heart of nature. And if you look at nature, almost any nature scene when you're outdoors, you might just hear and feel the vibration of sound. Charles Fillmore has said that there is music in all the universe, that ants and spiders sing, and termites whistle, and flies screams, and streams babble, and the wind moans. Perhaps you've heard all of these things when you're walking out in nature. It's good to walk out in nature when you're not talking to someone or thinking too much in your mind, and you can really listen and hear these sounds. We have looked at the origins of music and music in nature, and now we'll discuss the effects of music on the human body. Sound and music patterns deeply affect the brain, the mind, and the body. We are continually surrounded with sounds every moment, waking and sleeping. Since sound is nonverbal and pre-conscious, we are affected subliminally by sounds that are beyond the sensitivity of our nervous systems to detect, but they are as real as anything else in our world. In 1988, at the Beckman Research Institute in California, the geneticist Susumu Omo, while searching for chemical origins of life, found a waltz. Bored with tedious math equations, he decided to convert chemical formulas for living cells into music notes. He felt listening to the complex genetic codes would make elusive patterns easier to detect. He found genuine music, Baroque and Romantic era music, uncannily similar to the works of great composers, a Chopin nocturne, a waltz, but a quicker tempo. Ono felt certain melodies seemed sad and some were happy. Humans are predisposed to hearing them that way. Cancer-creating angine sounds were somber and funeral. The gene that bestows transparency to the lens of the eye, he said, was filled with trills and flourishes, airy and light. Helen Keller once said that she felt the loss of eyesight removes us from things of the world, but the loss of hearing removes us from human contact. And we do hear in 3 different ways. We hear outer sounds, we hear inner sounds, And we hear proprioceptive nerve endings throughout the entire body. Sound affects the body in three significant ways. Physiologically, there is a breathing rate change, there is a pulse rate change, and a muscle tone change. Psychologically, there are mood changes and altered states of consciousness. There is imagery produced and a cathartic process. It provides nonverbal communication and objectifies subjective reality. Neurologically, sound modifies brainwave functioning. Music activates the flow of stored memory across the corpus callosum, so the right and the left hemispheres of the brain work in harmony. Here we have Erica, who was born without a corpus callosum in her brain. This inhibited her ability to speak or walk. This next sequence will depict a therapeutic cross-crawl pattern which helps to balance her brain functions. This is performed on an acoustic table where musical vibrations are felt and move through her body.
She does love music. She does have a different ear for music than she does for people talking or other sounds. She's fascinated by
it. The sound of Erica's teeth.
Make a sound,
Louder.
Erica. Make a sound. Make a sound.
Now you're a ham the rest of the time. You might as well not stop now.
Shall we pattern?
Yeah, that's a good idea. And as they are doing this movement, they're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,